Born of a beautiful dream, inspired by real-life experience, anchored on faith, driven by hope, the story of Ababu Namwamba Foundation is the story of the very best of the incredible Kenyan spirit. The spirit of unbending will and unbowed hope, the philanthropic spirit of giving and watching out for thy neighbor.
Over the last 12 years, Ababu Namwamba Foundation has grown to become what I can describe as a vessel, a very effective vessel, I dare say, through which myself, my family, my friends lend a hand to society or make a contribution to the society, communities in which we live.
Since 2003, Ababu Namwamba Foundation has consistently touched and transformed the lives of hundreds of people across Kenya. From Kajiado to Turkana, Kipkelion in Kericho County to Meru, from Busia to Mombasa, the foundation has opened door after door of opportunity for students, youth, women and centers of learning. Following his top performance in KCPE, Ababu was awarded the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation Scholarship, which supported his secondary school education. It was a turning point that fired a burning desire in the mind and soul of the 13-year-old boy for life.
The Jomo Kenyatta Foundation Scholarship contributed significantly to shaping who I am today. The moment I clinched that scholarship, as young as I was only 13 years old. But I was so grateful that I remember vividly, quietly telling myself that if someone somewhere has the grace, the generosity to impact my life without even knowing me, without even meeting me, then what a beautiful thing it would be for me to do a similar thing or to be in a position to do a similar thing.
The desire to someday give back to the same society that had held open the door to his academic dream. From Kolanya Boys to the University of Nairobi, the Kenya School of Law, and on to American University in Washington, D.C., the boy kept his dream alive. That dream found expression in Ababu Namwamba Foundation. This spirit of philanthropy and building bridges has manifested itself in all his work, even as a member of parliament and when he served as a minister for youth and sports. This is among the many reasons,
and no project with a greater commitment from myself as the servant of the people of this constituency.
Ababu won the 2004 Jubilee Global Award for Social Justice and was in 2009 inducted into the Roll of Honor of Young Global Leaders by the World Economic Forum. The dream first came to life in 2003 after a stirring encounter between a then young lawyer Ababu Namwamba and a young Maasai mother of 3 in Kajiado Law Courts, struggling with the fate of a broken, abusive early marriage and a bleak future for her 3 children.
I was in Kajiado as a young attorney, holding brief for a friend who could not appear in his own case down at the law courts in Kajiado. And that's where I ran into this very young woman, mother of 5 children, who was having serious family issues, very bitter, painful family conflict, to the verge that she was losing her children. I somehow got involved in that case. At the beginning, in terms of offering free legal services, and so I offered a bit of free legal services. But then as we moved on, and after she got her children back into her care, she also now ran into the challenge of educating these children, little things like school uniform, school books. And that experience, watching these little children and this mother struggling to sort of give them a life in very difficult circumstances out in Kajiado, sort of rekindled that idea, that dream of being there for someone. And so we started off. And I pretty much, from that experience, two beautiful things emerged. One was a public interest organization called Chambers of Justice that would provide free legal services, what lawyers call pro bono legal aid, to persons that cannot afford to pay for legal services. And that for me has always been one of the best things I have done with my life. And the second limb or the second product of that experience was Ababu Namwamba Foundation.
That encounter would see Ababu Namwamba Foundation quickly grow in the wings of the Chambers of Justice and Ababu Namwamba Attorneys at Law. Over the years, the foundation has nurtured the academic, talent and economic dreams of hundreds of Kenyans with countless success stories that include the Bunyala irrigation scheme in Budalangi, where the foundation worked closely with the farmers from 2004 to revive the scheme that had collapsed for 8 years. The project has since grown from 500 to 2,000 acres, transforming the fortunes of thousands of people. The Special Turkana humanitarian mission during the devastating famine of 2009. Kipkelion Boda Youth Circle in Kipkelion West, Kericho County, which the foundation is working with to improve the livelihoods and safety of youth through Kijana Super initiative. Port Victoria Drivers, Agents and Traders Circle, through which youth who work at bus stages are being supported to own their own transport vehicles.
Ababu Namwamba Foundation tumewezeshwa kununua gari la matatu. Within 2 weeks coming tutakuwa tunanunua hilo gari.
Kapomboi Ward Education Fund in Kwanza, Trans Nzoia County, a key partner of the foundation.
We were giving prizes to the first student, and Augustine happened to be #1 in Kapomboi Primary. And to my happiness and the people of Kapomboi, Honorable Ababu Namwamba Foundation took Augustine and gave him full sponsorship to the university level. Indeed, I'm very happy that the boy that had no hopes in future now has hopes.
I attained 401 marks and I am now at Goseta Boys High School. My family background is very poor and I thank Mr. Tur for the invitation of Mr. Ababu Namwamba to the Kapomboi Ward reward for the best students. That's where Ababu Namwamba take me because of my good performance, and this foundation has helped me because I am now continuing with my education.
Busia United Football Club and dozens of other sports initiatives supported by the foundation. Hundreds of students have been supported since 2003 to access education through the Ababu Scholars Program. Success stories include Engineer Sylvester Angira, who graduated with the first-class honors from the University of Nairobi and is currently working at Davies and Shortleaf.
In primary school, my class 8, that is the year 2000, I attained 463 marks. I was to join a provincial school, but due to lack of fees, I joined a district school in the village, from which I joined Makonda Secondary School. The year 2004, I did my KCSE, and I was able to get an A-, being actually that year the highest mini grade that school has ever attained, which actually is like we transformed the school. And I was able to join the University of Nairobi the year 2006, and did my BS in Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering. I was able to attend the first-class honor from University of Nairobi. Actually, I was among the best students that year. For Mheshimiwa Ababu Namwamba, first I want to thank him for the help he did to me, and I want to encourage him to keep it up. I see his star is really bright. He has a good future. I like the way he declares his things, which is good for a politician who doesn't just lean on a political parties, but I think you look at the overview of your people, development, and the country as a whole. And I want to encourage him to keep it up. You never know. We wish you the best. Maybe you may be the president of this country.
Lucy Musitwa, who has just graduated with a historic degree in chemical engineering from the University of Matanzas in Cuba. The foundation is making arrangements for Lucy's return to Kenya to contribute to nation building. Victor Ejuma has broken all records in mathematics at the University of Nairobi and is now about to commence his PhD studies at the University of Sussex in the UK.
Taking MSc in Applied Mathematics at the University of Nairobi. I went through Spugo Primary School, where I scored 291 marks. And then I admitted to St. Benedict's High School, Belangi. I come from a poor background. In St. Benedict, my parents didn't have money to pay for my fees. So in that case, I thank Ababu Namwamba Foundation for supporting my education since high school. In high school, I got an A-. Then I was admitted at the University of Nairobi. Still, the Ababu Namwamba Foundation supported my education at the university, where they were paying part of my fees, and the part was being paid for by the government. At the university, in the graduation in the year 2013, I finished Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with a first-class honors, and I emerged the best student overall at the University of Nairobi in the 49th graduation. In that case, I got a scholarship which was partly paying my school fees. Still, the Ababu Foundation supported my education up to where I've finished my master's in applied mathematics, and I now have 2 PhD scholarships, one at the University of Sussex and one at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Still, to acknowledge, the foundation has gone ahead and paid part of my requirements that will require me to go for my PhD, which is starting September.
And he's one of the very, very finest that have gone through the route of the foundation from primary school, high school. Fantastic performance at the University of Nairobi. First class, his undergraduate, did his master's, performed fantastically well, offered 2 scholarship opportunities in Hong Kong and in Sussex, chose to go to Sussex in the UK. And just watching this young man and seeing the transformation he's gone through from the struggles of primary school through high school.
Mike Saka this month graduated with a degree in agricultural engineering from Kenyatta University, where he is already enrolled for his master's.
I did study, that is bachelor's in agriculture science, but I did specialize in crops. Due to the challenges that I was going through, it is the Namwamba Foundation that helped me to enroll for my high school. That scholarship paid for my tuition fee. It kept me in school, and it reduced my challenges. Therefore, I would stay in school reading, and that's why this far I've come. It is because of that scholarship that they gave me.
It's amazing when you attend a graduation of a young person that you've watched grow from 2004, 2006. You watched this fellow as a little boy or a little girl struggling to sit their KCP, and you have walked with them through high school, through the university. Last week, I sat there watching this young man, Mike, that was graduating from Kenyatta University, and the whole experience was just, awesome.
Collins Njura of Multimedia University.
Yeah, it was in 2005 when I was in class 8. Yeah, by that time, the news of the foundation was springing up, and Mheshimiwa Ababu Namwamba proclaimed publicly that he will sponsor the top student in KCPE during that year. And during that it happened to be that I was the top student, and I was picked and I was awarded the Ababu Namwamba prestigious scholarship.
Masi Mola of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology are part of the latest crop of Ababu scholars.
I'm a first year and hoping to do well. That foundation has really helped me a lot. Like, they got me when I was in Form 2, and I had a very big fee arrears. So they paid that fee arrears, and from that onwards, they've been helping me up to here I am. It's because of them.
Ababu Namwamba Foundation also invests in identifying and nurturing talent. Jared Shem and Joseph Obuyu are some of the products of this program.
Ababu Foundation imenisaidia kwa kufanya muziki wangu. Mimi ni mwanamuziki mwanzo na pia nafanya kazi ya uchoraji. Nimeanza kunufaika kwa Ababu Foundation kimuziki. Muziki wangu wamenisaidia kupromote, kaenda kurekodi. Na after recording, they have sponsored my few videos.
First niki-encounter Ababu Namwamba Foundation ilikuwa ni 2009. Wakati tulikuwa tunafanya Welcome to the World Party ambayo inafanywa na Ababu Namwamba Foundation after every fourth form. Akatuwezesha kuweza kuingia kwa Permanent Presidential Music Commission under Ababu Namwamba Foundation, na hiyo ikatusaidia tukaingia Music College kwa Talent Academy ya Kenya, na tukafanya music huko, tukasomea music na tukaweza kufanikiwa kwa mambo mbalimbali kuhusu muziki.
The latest initiative is the #Tokelezea ID drive, intended to facilitate young people getting ID cards to enable them access a wide array of services. The foundation is also about to kick off nationwide road safety, hygiene and environment conservation campaigns. The foundation works through 3 primary focus areas. 1. Education, whose flagship is the Ababu Scholars Program. 2. Economic empowerment. And 3. Talent growth. At inception, it was wholly funded by the legal practice of Ababu Namwamba attorneys at law.
And the foundation gives me a platform that I am able to contribute to the society in terms of education, in terms of youth empowerment, which are things that when you're growing up, out there, when you go to the estates, you look at fellow youths who did not get similar opportunities like I did. Yeah, but they're out there seated, they have nothing to do, they don't have any sort of hope. And all the time I kept asking myself, what can I do to change this? So the foundation has given me a platform to change someone's life.
Today, the work of the foundation continues to be supported by Honorable Ababu Namwamba and his family with the support of friends. Efforts are being made to expand this resource base, and Ababu recently traveled to Iceland, where he held talks with the Icelandic President, His Excellency Olafur Ragnar Grimsson, on possible support for the foundation from the Icelandic aid. Ababu Namwamba Foundation is managed by a board of trustees, which works closely with the patron and specific program teams. By serving and working with all, the foundation is helping bring down barriers of ethnicity and political hostility in Kenya. Indeed, Ababu Namwamba Foundation is a bridge across tribe, region, politics and socio-economic status. A living symbol of national cohesion, a true reflection of the very best of the Kenyan spirit. On July 30th, 2015, the Ababu Namwamba Foundation celebrated the 12th anniversary in a colorful charity dinner.
So let us dream, let us aim high, and let us know that it does not matter where you come from, you can get somewhere.
There is absolutely no blessing greater, no divine calling higher, no fulfillment more profound than in giving, especially giving in love, giving with purity of spirit. I have absolutely no doubt that as a people, as a nation, we can deploy the spirit of philanthropy to help build our nation, to help nurture and promote national cohesion, to help build firm foundations of one united, prosperous Kenya. I believe, Father, that each one of us is endowed in a very special way, very, very special way. And so, in the words of Galileo Galilei, I am not obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, with reason, with intellect, intended us to forego their use. Every single endowment that God has blessed you with is intended to be deployed in the service of humanity. And as we do that, remember to cling onto your dream, to pursue your dream to the very ends of the universe. As Eleanor Roosevelt would tell you, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So, dream on and let us make Kenya and the world a better place for each one of us.
Here in my heart.